It had been a year of ghastly sirens and isolation. Each one of us was on the verge of losing it. We were 6 strangers crossing the Atlantic, longing for an experience to inoculate us against the chaos going on all around. It was true. We had fought and won the possibility of something very different to happen. But the victory set off an overture of terrifying battle screams. We needed to regain trust in ourselves and each other, so we went to sea. Steady as she goes, they say, a ship comes alive in the vastness of the ocean. The captain knew a million card games. He taught them to us graciously, but also kind of intensely, like he was trying to open a window in our minds. The night of the incident, he taught us a game called The Day I Was Born. The captain said it would tell us what we needed to know. We are looking for an exact date, he said, when we were all in this mortal coil, when every single one of us aboard the ship was alive and walking on Earth. I wondered if he was inventing the game on the spot.
How do you know what you're going to remember? Some moments lay down scars, others disappear, but you don't find out until later. The boat journey didn't seem like it would end, and in some ways it hasn't. Our interactions, our relationships, our daily schedules were intertwined and intimate. We worked hard, took turns on the night watches, scanned the horizon for what? Other ships? Signs of the ice breaking? The rare Arctic birds we sometimes saw? The night it happened, the weather turned on us, with gales from the northwest blowing waves as tall as the Rockies. It was impossible to see the ice floes until we were just up on them. Looming ahead was a vast white mountain of ice. The whistle woke me up. I immediately knew something was wrong. Down in the boiler room, I could hear how the engine's dull throbbing had changed. The port side received a gash, just below the waterline. We all rushed below deck to save our skins, except for M.
We forgot that M was allergic to the mold in the crawl space to the boiler room. He risked his life going through it to reset the MV5R2. The next morning, M wasn't at roll call. No one had checked on him. We found him on the floor of the boiler room with no pulse. M was gone. What made us do it? Was it negligence? Had we forgotten about his condition? No one talked about him. In fact, we all stopped talking, unless it was for something stupid. It was just looks. Hard looks. Murderous. was rare to pass another ship, but that day we saw a vessel. Actually, we heard it before we saw it.
Just because something exists does not, this is not the way they always have to be. Just because something exists does not, this is not the way they always have to be.
I was 18.
I was 16.
Oh, actually, I was 15.
14 years old, 9 or 10.
You're sending children to do the job that adults should be doing.
Word. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a party in the park this morning. That's the sign everybody to go.
Someone showed up with a big poster board sign and it said, "It's time."
We didn't go to school that day. We went straight to the march.
To think a grown man would sit up and put a fire hose on a child, it was awful. And I didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
It's very important to reclaim and excavate these ideas from the civil rights movement, but there's very little about, well, what happened after that? You know what I mean?
We are literally living in the past and the future.
And so one of the things that I learned growing up in Birmingham,
you know, the South did go on after this particular era. So it was really, really important for me
is that resistance can be fun. It can bring us pleasure and joy. Just because something exists does not, this is not the way they always have to be.